Very amazing to hear and very exciting, and I'm glad to hear that he's cleared for a comeback. Who is that that's cleared for a comeback? It's GSP, George St-Pierre. Big Dog Jimmy is excited about it, and so am I. I'm Colonel Jack. This is Big Dog Jimmy, and you're here on Colonel Jack's Destination. Subscribe to the channel if you like the video, and you like our videos and whatnot. And anyways, Dana White has told the UFC universe, UFC world, MMA world, that George St. Pierre has been mentally cleared. Medically cleared for to be able to resume training. He's always been mentally there, but medically, he had a setback where he was injured and he had to have surgery. So, he's been medically cleared from his left knee that he had injured, and that the doctors in L.A. and Los Angeles have cleared him. He had a tear after a workout on in his left ACL during a workout several months ago, 7 months ago. So it's going to be very interesting to see whether or not GSP ends up returning to the octagon. I personally, I hope eventually he does. If he doesn't and he ends up being retired, it's understandable because he's beaten a list of who's who in his division. He's only lost twice in his MMA career. He was on a very lengthy undefeated streak in the welterweight division, where he last time he lost was back in 2007 to Matt Serra, and then he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see how many more. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He was on a 12 fight winning streak. How badass and amazing is that? Dude normally just, he's an awesome fighter. He's not a finisher, though, that often. He normally goes the distance. He's one tough son of a bitch, SOB, obviously, to go 5 rounds with any of these brutes, these warriors in the octagon, like Johnny Hendricks, Nick Diaz, Carlos Condit, Jake Shields, BJ Penn. He knocked him out in a fight. He made Matt Hughes tap out. It's just very amazing that only 2 guys had beaten him in his MMA career, as in Matt Hughes back in 2004, and then the last time he lost was against Matt Serra in 2007. Personally, with him beating so many guys that are on the active roster right now, he's not gonna. It'd be a very shy if he comes back. It'd be very surprising to see him ever fight Rory McDonald, because they train together and whatnot. I could see him going against like Tyrone Woodley or Hector Lombardo, Jake Ellenbergs, and a couple of other guys, Rick the Horror Story, Jordan Mean, but. I personally, Big Dog Jimmy wants to see him stay. If he does return to the UFC and get back into the octagon, Big Dog Jimmy wants to see him get back into the welterweight division and reign supreme over it like he did from 2007 till he decided to take a break and step away. But personally, I would like to see him gain a little bit of weight and move up to the middleweight division, because there we could have some spectacular fights with him climbing the ranks there. If he does decide to come back, he could fight C.B. Dalloway, Michael Bisping, Gerard Messiah, Tim Kennedy, Yolo Romeo, Luke Rockhold, Lyoto Machida, Victor Belfort, Jacarra Souza, Anderson Silva, and then the champ, Chris Weidman. There's just the top 10, all the way up to the champ would be spectacular fights with GSP, George St. Pierre. So I personally would like to see him gain some weight, gain some more muscle, and move up and take his experience and see what he can do into the middleweight division. Right now we know that Nick Diaz, he had fought GSP before, and he's in the middleweight division now, so it'd be cool to see GSP kind of follow him along over into that. You know, I'm not saying for them two to fight. I mean, yeah, it'd be cool to see them fight again. But I see so many more spectacular fight possibilities happening with GSP in the middleweight division than him staying in the welterweight division. Not taking nothing away from the welterweight division. Those guys are awesome warriors over there. But me and Big Dog Jimmy aren't seeing eye to eye on this. You know, there are a lot of spectacular fights that could happen in the welterweight division if GSP, George St-Pierre, does come back to the UFC and fight again in the octagon. You know, because there's a lot of new, fresh talent that he hasn't fought. But then, you know, once again, the middleweight division is just one hell of a division where it'd be cool to throw in another guy, you know, with such amazing talent in the octagon, you know, in the MMA world. So we'll see what happens. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. If you think that if George St-Pierre comes back, that he should move up to the middleweight division or stay in the welterweight division where he reigns supreme for several years, you know, and see if he could do it again or not there, or move up. Big Dog Jimmy, he said, you know, his message for GSP, you know, okay, I'll let you talk there. Right, yeah, I mean, it would be cool to see him go, if Johnny Hendricks can beat Robbie Lawler, to see the two of them have a rematch, you know, because he never lost the title, and then he ended up becoming the champ, you know, when he won, so he vacated the title. But because he vacated the title, personally, because he vacated the title, I like to see him move up and go after a different, go into a different division, so that way he doesn't get a title shot right away, even though he is deserving of a title shot. But if he moves up in weight, then it can become more of a, you know, it becomes more, yeah, it becomes more of a chase, a hunt. It becomes something that, you know, we have to watch over months, maybe a year and a half, 2 years, to see him get up to the middleweight champion for a bout. So it'd be a road to the middleweight title for George St-Pierre if he moves up. Alright, so subscribe to Colonel Jack's Destination. Share the video if you like it. Like the video, leave a comment, let us know what you think. And there you have it. Big Dog Jimmy says he can't wait for UFC 179.